Okay. Good day, everyone. I am Julian de la Peña, and together with my group mates, Miss Mary Grace Amores and Kayla Marie Galicia, we are gonna discuss the module 8, which is about financial literacy, and it's important to integrate into our curriculum. So the learning outcomes are the following. So first, define the financial literacy, distinguish among financial plan, the budgeting, saving, spending, and investing. Also present ways on how to avoid financial crisis and scams, demonstrate understanding of insurance and taxes, describe a financially stable person, determine ways on how to integrate financial literacy in the curriculum, draw relevant life lessons and significant financial crises and scams, analyze research abstract on financial literacy and its implications to the teaching process, and lastly, make a personal financial plan based on the short-term and long-term goals. So, ito rin yung mga under ng pag-aaralan natin dito sa financial literacy. As you can see, meron dyan yung integration of financial literacy sa curriculum, financial plan, stability, insurance and taxes, budget and budgeting, savings, investment and investing, spending, common financial scams to avoid. Okay? So first, let us define what is financial literacy. When we say financial literacy, this is our ability to make a wise and informed judgments on our financial resources, or kung paano natin i-manage yung mga monetary matters natin. So, yung financial literacy daw, this is a core life skill. Bakit naging life skill siya? Because dito, tinuturuan natin yung mga learners or yung mga tao kung paano i-manage yung sarili nilang finances. And also, it can strengthen saving behavior because kapag maalam yung isang tao sa financial, pwede maging wise yung mga paglabas at pagpasok ng pera sa kanya. It also teaching financial literacy, better financial management skills. So kagaya lang yan nung kanina, dito nga tinuturuan natin na mas mapalawak yung kaalaman ng mga learners natin kung paano nila i-manage yung mga monetary matters nila. Okay, so bakit ba importante na habang bata pa lang ini-integrate na natin or tinuturuan na natin yung mga learners natin kung paano i-manage yung kanilang pera. So, sabi sa isang survey, yung mga young adults daw natin, sila yung may pinakamababang level ng financial literacy. Kasi makikita naman natin yan doon sa kung paano sila mag-spend ng money nila. Meron kasi na iba na nag-i-spend lang money. For example, yung mga unnecessary thing binibili nila, which is yung pera na yun pwede naman nilang ma-save or ma-invest sa ibang bagay. Pero mas inuuna nila na bilhin yung mga bagay na hindi naman ganun ka-importante. So, kaya nga, kailangan maturuan na natin agad sila na kung paano hahawakan yung pera nila in the future. So, eto sabi nga dito, building a responsible financial behavior. Yun nga yun yung magiging wise sila kung paano nila gastusin yung pera nila. And it is also the capability of a person to handle his or her assets, especially cash, more efficiently while understanding how money works in the real world. Kasi habang yung mga young adults kasi natin usually, di ba? So, hindi pa sila nag-work and yung pera nila is nanggagaling pa sa parents nila. So, kapag ganun yung nangyayari, ang tendency is gastusin lang nila ng gastusin yung pera. Kasi nga, hindi nila alam kung paano ba talaga yung pasok ng pera sa real world. Kasi nga, yung pera na yun is hindi pa nila pinaghihirapan. So, financial plan. According to Kagan, 2019, The individuals with long-term objectives for security and well-being and detailed savings and investment strategy for achieving the objectives. So, yun yung financial plan. So, in other terms, yung financial plan, ito yung long-term objective natin kung paano yung gagawin natin dun sa financial resources natin. So, meron daw tayong mga steps kung paano na tayo makakagawa ng financial plan, which is one, calculating net worth, determining cash flow, considering the priorities. So, kapag sinabi natin net worth, ito yung total assets natin without yung liabilities or yung mga responsibilities. So, ito na yung buong kabuuan ng pera na meron yung isang tao without yung mga utang, ganun, or yung mga outside factor. So, basta ito yung kabuuan ng pera niya. And yung formula niya is total assets minus total liabilities equals to current net worth. Determining cash flow. So, yung cash flow naman, documenting financial needs every month. So, kapag cash flow, ito lang yung documentation kung paano pumapasok, lumalabas yung pera natin sa or kung paano kung paano siya pumapasok and lumalabas yung pera. So, bakit pa mahalaga na maintindihan natin kung ano yung cash flow? Kasi dito natin makikita yung kung ano ba yung mga pumapasok na pera sa atin and yung mga lumalabas. For example, dito natin mamamonitor kung yung spendings ba natin is malaki siya kaysa sa pera na pumapasok sa atin. Okay? So, considering the priorities. So, alam naman natin, pag priorities, ano ba yung dapat mauna? So, meron tayong mga goal dyan, like yung retirement. And, tinitingnan din natin dyan yung comprehensive risk management plan, which is yung, ano ba yung mga pwedeng factors na sa future na pwedeng maka-apekto dun sa may financial plan natin na yun. Long-term investment plan, kagaya nga kanina sinabi na natin yung pag long-term, ito yung pang matagalan. Investment plan, ano ba yung kung saan ba natin dapat ilagay yung pera. So, yun lang yun. Yung tax reduction strategy naman, sinabi natin tax reduction, paano natin mababawasan yung or paano natin mapapaliit yung tax na pwedeng ikunin sa atin. So, meron tayo diyan 5 financial improvement strategies. First, identify your starting point. Ano ba yung current financial status natin? So, ano yung mga progress na or yung mga bagay na dapat nating iwasan na pwede maka-apekto dun sa financial plan natin. Meron din tayo, kagaya kanina sabi dito, set your priorities. So, ano ba yung mga dapat mauna? Ano ba yung mga kailangan mo and yung mga gusto mo lang. Okay? Document your spending. Ito, dito papasok yung cash flow. So, mag-create tayo ng budget plan and list down yung mga income and expenses. Dito din yung cash flow. Kasi dito natin makikita kung paano lumalabas and pumapasok yung pera. Lay down your debt. So, bawasan natin yung pangungutang. Yun lang naman yun. Secure financial future. Pag sinabi natin financial future, knowing more about retirement options for securing financial future. So, yung iba nag-a-apply sila ng mga retirement plan, di ba? Sa halimbawa, sa mga insurance company. Ganun. Financial goal planning and setting. So, meron tayo ditong 3 key areas in setting investment goal for consideration. First, yung time horizon. Indicating time when the money will be needed. So, kailan ba natin kailangan yung pera? Nandun yun, kinoconsider natin sa time horizon. Yung risk tolerance. Alam naman natin pag risk, di ba? Ano ba yung mga bagay na pwede maka-apekto dun sa investment natin or sa financial goal natin. Liquidity needs. So, equivalent of the cash. Sinabi natin na liquidity. Ito lang naman yung parang yung perang in-invest mo is i-convert mo na siya sa cash. And then yung investment goals nga natin, like yung mga bonds, yung mga trust, mga savings, saan mo ini-invest yung pera, and yung mga retirement plans. So pag dun daw sa key investment goal, yun nga yung growth, income, and stability. Yun lang yung mga key investment natin. So sa budget and budgeting, meron tayong steps dyan. So una, set realistic goals. So pag mag-set naman tayo ng goals, syempre yung kayang abutin. Dito natin isasang-alang yung time, risk dyan. Ano ba yung pwedeng mangyari or kaya nating abutin in the span of this, like for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Ano ba yung pwedeng ma-achieve ng pera mo na in-invest. So identify income and expenses. Dito ginagawa lang natin, kagaya nga nung sinabi natin, ino-document natin yung cash flow natin. So, separate needs from wants. Kagaya kanina sinabi na natin, unahin natin yung mga priorities, ano ba yung kailangan natin and yung mga gusto lang natin. Design your budget. So, mag-create ka ng budget. I-list down mo kung ano yung mga bagay na sa tingin mo kailangan and priorities. Yun, uunahin natin yun dun sa budget. Put your plan into action. Siyempre, hindi naman pwede puro drawing lang. Kailangan natin na gawin nitong bagay na to. Kung ano yung natin, ipinlano natin, i-execute natin. Plan for seasonal expenses. Halimbawa, bakasyon or tour. Kailangan pinagpaplanuhan yan. Hindi siya yung gusto mo magbakasyon bukas, edi gagalawin mo yung pera na tinabi mo. So, hindi siya ganun. Kailangan meron ka separate na plano para sa bagay na yun. Look ahead, or ito lang masasabi natin na yun, nakatingin ka sa may future, ano yung pwede mangyari kung i-develop mo yung plan mo and i-execute mo yung plan mo para ma-achieve mo yung goal mo sa financial. So,
good day everyone! So let's move on with spending. When we say spending, it is practical strategies in setting and prioritizing budget goals and spending plan. So we have 7 practical strategies in setting and prioritizing budget goals and spending plan. Let's start with number 1. Number 1 is start by listing your goals. When we say start by listing your goals, just like for example, take down notes those important goals that you want to achieve. In prioritizing your budget goals, just like for example, list down your billings, emergency funds, investing, and so on and so forth. So, let's move on with number 2. Number 2 is divide your goals according to how long it will take to meet each goal. Number 2, so here in number 2, you have to think wisely of how long it will take to meet such as each goals. So, just like for example, create a timeline or procedure. So, number 3 is estimate the cost of each goal and find out how much each costs. So, for estimating the cost of each goals that we need to find out how much it costs, we need to compute the cost of our budget in implementing our goals that we want to achieve. Okay, number 4, project future costs. So here in project future costs, we have to estimate the expected budget that we have in our future. For example, in medical costs, expenditures, insurance, just like that. Number 5, calculate how much you need to set aside each period. So here in number 5, we have to create planning to create planning, calculate, and predict of how much that we need to set aside. Just like for example, investing, pag-iipon, kailangan natin to para sa future natin. Number 6 is prioritize your goal. Prioritizing your goal is very important of all that your plan. Because prioritizing your goals is it is way that we will be able to have plans and platform making our goals possible. So here in number 6, in making our goals, the most important in planning our goals is prioritize it. Why? Because prioritizing our goals, it can make possible. So number 7 is create a schedule for meeting your goals. Just like for example, we have to make schedule or step-by-step or stepping stone procedure of how to meet our goals. Just like for example is timeline. The best example of it is timeline. So let's move on with investment and investing. Investment and investing. So we have ways that we can invest our money, but consider these 4 aspects. Number 1 is time horizon. Number 2 is expectation of return. Number 3 is risk tolerance. Number 4 is investment type. Let's start with number 1, which is time horizon. The time period where one expects to hold an investment for specific goals. So we have 3 specific step by invest our specific goals. We have 3, which is short term, medium term, and long term. In short term, just like for example, saving for a down payment on a house. In medium term, saving for college. In long term, investing for our retirement. Number 2 is expectation of return. So this is the expected return of the profit of loss and investment. Number 3 is risk tolerance. This is the related outcomes of a risk should occur or control. Number 4 is investment type. So here in investment type, we have to classify those kinds of investment, which is stocks, reals, estate, and so on and so forth. So let's move on with savings. So savings is one of the important and the most important, because saving is emergency saving funds. Start as early setting aside of a little money for emergency saving fund. Bonus from work, income tax, refund, earning from additional. So we have 10 reasons why we need to save money. Number 1 is to become financially independent. So for we to be able financially independent, we have to save money and income and to have. But why do you think we need to save money? Because what? Because for we to able of having comfortable life. Number 2 is to save on everything you buy. 3, to buy a home or car. So, of course, we all need money for buying our needs to get out of debt. So, number 7 is to settle unforeseen expenses. Considering personal loan, insurance, and unexpected emergencies. Just like for example, may emergency sa inyo, dapat meron kang ipon para may magagamit ka kapag may emergency. Just like for example, may na-accident or may nagkasakit, ganon. Ilan lang yun sa mga example. Number 9 is to migrate, losing your job, or getting hurt. Yun nga po. Just like for example, natanggal ka sa trabaho, pero unexpected job naman yun. Unexpected job loss. Hindi ka mahihirapan kasi may save kang money kahit papano. At pwede ka pang makapagsimula muli. Let's proceed to common financial scams to avoid. So, number 1 is phishing. So, phishing or hacking, it includes credential and credit card. Number 2 is the social media scams. Just like, for example, clickbait, online dating, getting personal data, GCash, or OTP. Yung social media scams is one of the best example neto is yung GCash. Di ba may mga napapanood naman tayo sa online na bibigyan ka ng 1 million or 100,000 basta isend sa kanya yung OTP ng GCash mo para daw masend doon sa GCash mo. Pero dapat aware tayo doon kasi scam yun. Number 3 is phone scams. So, for example, threatening calls, cattery scams, bank fraud, calls. Number 4 is stolen credit card. Just like including account fraud, clone cards, identify theft, example, ATM cards, passport or driver license. So, when someone uses your personal data, like names, credit cards, number without their permission or without your permission, it is what we call scam. It is how their way to commit fraud or other crimes. So, we have 10 tips to avoid scams. So, we have common financial scams. Number 1 to 10 is, number 1, never wire money to strangers. So, if you don't know that person, simply don't trust. Number 2, don't give out of your financial information. So, don't trust strangers or don't talk to strangers because always take care and don't trust strangers like what I said earlier. Number 3 is never click on hyperlinks in email. So to avoid the scams, never click any links in email or text messages if you are not completely sure who are the sender and where the link goes. So, yun nga po, wag tayo magtitiwala sa mga sinesend na email, text messages, or wag nating i-click yung mga links. Kasi yung iba, scam yun. Tapos, magugulat na lang tayo, may nababawasan na si GCash natin, ganun. So, yun yung mga way nila parang makapang-scam. So, we have number 4, use difficult password. So, because the stronger your password, the more protected your account and personal information from hacker. Number 6, install antivirus and spyware protection. Just like for example, yung mga apps sa Play Store na makakatulong sa atin para maiwasan yung mga hacker. Number 7, don't shop with unfamiliar online retailers. So, yun nga. I have experience last year. Nag-shop ako sa isang hindi kilalang online seller. Then, sabi niya, payment first daw. Tapos, ako naman, tiwala naman kasi ako, kasi sabi niya sa akin, naman siya, mabuting tao naman siya, hindi scammer, ganun. Pero mura yung mga item niya. And then lalo ako naging interesado. Tapos, sabi ko, wait lang po. Tapos, nung, pinalipas ko muna ng mga 3 oras, gano'n. Nagagalit siya. Sabi niya, bogus daw ako kasi daw. Hindi ako nagbabayad. Sabi ko, tapos sabi ko sa kanya, mag-video call kami. Tapos yun, ayaw naman niya makipag-video call. Ibig sabihin, scam yun. Kasi ayaw niya makipag-video call. Kasi sabi ko, titingnan ko muna yung item na ipapadala niya sa akin. So, let's move on to the number 8. Don't download software from pop-up windows. Number 9, make sure that websites you visit are safe. And number 10, fake scholarships, diploma meals, online book scams, and number 4 is credit card scams. Here in fake scholarship, it includes charge of fee, ask for your bank account number, tells you that you won a scholarship but you never applied. So here in fake scholarships, mahalata naman natin na fake scholarship kapag unang-una natanggap ka, sinabi sa'yo na natanggap ka sa scholar pero hindi ka naman nag-a-apply. Hiningi yung credit card mo, hiningan ka ng pera para sa from what reason. Yon, mahalata naman natin. Number 2 is diploma meals. So here in diploma this is the schools that are more interested in taking your money than providing you with a quality education. So, meron din pala tayong ditong diploma mills. Yung school na hingi lang sa'yo ng hingi ng pera, pero hindi naman nila vina-validation or hindi naman maganda yung turo. Basta, hinihingian ka lang nila ng pera. Number 3 is online book scam. So, meron din pala nito, online book scam. So, including counterfeiting, title cloning. So, yun, mahalata naman natin yung mga online book scams. Just like, for example, yung mga plagiarism. Number 4 is credit card scam. So, here in credit card scams, it includes credit card fraud or when you give your credit card number to unfamiliar individual, it can possible to scam your money. So, yun nga po, wag na wag tayong magtitiwala sa mga hindi naman natin lubos na kilala. So, we have insurance and taxes. So, when we say insurance taxes, it is a contract from policies between policyholder and insurance company. It is the best form of risk management and against uncertain loss. So, what is life insurance? So, what comes first to your mind when you heard or when you read what is life insurance? So, life insurance, it can help your loved ones to deal with the financial impact of your death. So, here in financial insurance, kapag ka, kunyari, wag naman sana namatay ka or pumano ka, yung mga naiwan mong pamilya is hindi mahihirapan. Because may life insurance ka, which is matatanggap nilang pera kapag ikaw ay namatay. It can replace your income so your family can maintain their standard of living. So, yun nga na paliwanag ko na earlier. So, concept related to insurance and taxes that every teacher should know. Employer-sponsored insurance, market plans. So, when we say insurance, it is all about health, house, legal expenses, liability, business, car travel, and most important is life. So, we have common risk categories: preferred plus excellent health with normal weight, no history of smoking, chronic illness, or even to death. Number 2 is preferred excellent health but may have minor issues on cholesterol or blood pressure under control. Standard plus very good health, high blood, overweight. Number 4 is standard, deemed to be healthy and have a normal life expectancy, although they may have family history of one life-threatening disease of few minor health issues. Number 5 is substandard. So when we say substandard, it is serious health issues like diabetes or heart attack or heart disease with rank from highest to lowest. It is premium will be similar to standard with additional 25% lower claim on table ratings. Number 6 is smokers. Guaranteed to pay more aside from health class. Age is also critical factor determining premiums. Therefore, older people pay or expensive premiums. So, this is the 6 common risk categories in life insurance. So, we have benefits of life insurance. We have 5 benefits of life insurance. Number 1 is it pays for medical and funeral costs. So, kapag may life insurance ka, mababayaran nito yung burol mo, yung lahat-lahat ng mga gastos sa libing mo. Number 2 is for financial support, para may financial support yung family mo. Number 3 is for pending various financial goals. Number 4 acts as a retirement secured conform, or yung kapag ka nag-retire ka na, hindi ka na mahihirapan sa pera kasi may buwan-buwang nagbibigay sa'yo. Number 5, it covers costs incurred from taxes and debt. That's all with my part. So let's proceed with types of life insurance that we'll discuss of the next reporter. So thank you everyone.
Hello, good day. My name is Carla and my topic for today is type of life insurance. We have four parts in this type of life insurance, which is number one, endowment, number two, term, number three, whole life, number four, variable universal life, which is VUL. Next, this is the overview of our topic, which is we will tackle these parts to the next part of this report. So, types of life insurance. The table below shows a comparative analysis of the different types of life insurance, along characteristics, advantages, and disadvantages that may serve as a reference. So, first type of life insurance, which is endowment. First is the characteristics. It grants a lump sum after a specified amount of time upon death. The policy owner is required to pay the premium for a predetermined number of years or until a specific age is reached. So, for example, we will get the, like for example, a pension after the time that we reach the year or the span date that we that will be covering for this type of life insurance. And also, after the death of a person who has this kind of type of life insurance, we can be a beneficiary if they reach the premium time or month or years that they put put the money that put in the money on this kind of life insurance. Next, the advantage. It allows for saving up for specific purposes. For example, we needing a house, so it grants us to use the money for a specific item. If we need a house, car, a land, it will be the money will be applied for specific purposes. And it guarantees returns upon maturity. Next, disadvantages. It requires higher premium than other types of life insurance. It is not the best option for those looking at full life protection. So this is the disadvantages. You cannot use it for a full life. It is only covered until the person who owned this kind of life insurance is dead, or they only reach the time limit or the age that the life insurance, which is the endowment, covered the years. So for the next type, let's move forward to the types of life insurance, which is the term. So the characteristics for term, it is the simplest form of life insurance to obtain, of which upon death, the beneficiaries are paid with the benefits. So for example, the person is, for example, in the family, the father is the owner of the life insurance, which is the term. Then if the father is already deceased, then the family will benefit the insurance upon the years that they will be the beneficiary of this kind of insurance, which is they will get paid monthly regarding to the arranged money or arranged benefits for this kind of life insurance. Next, advantages. It entails low premium requirements. It is a strong option for policyholders who needed insurance but cannot afford whole life for endowment. It is easy to understand. So the advantage is it is very convenient.
Sige po. Paano gusto ka na? Kaya dito naman yan.
Okay. So the advantage for this type of insurance is that it is really convenient and affordable. And also, it is affordable when the person that needing the insurance cannot afford a lifetime insurance. So this one is very convenient for those person who cannot afford the lifetime insurance. And for for the disadvantage for this type of life insurance is that it has no benefits if policyholder outlives the term period set. Premium usually get higher upon renewal of the terms. So the disadvantage is there will be no beneficiary if the person who have this kind of type of insurance is no longer living. So that's the biggest disadvantage for this one, because after all the money that they put on this kind of term, there will be no beneficiary after all. And there is no, it will be a good type of insurance when it gets into the higher renewal only. So we're going forward to the third type of the life insurance, which is whole life. So the characteristic is it provides coverage for the policy holders entire 2 years old. It acts both as protection and savings mechanism, since a portion of the premium is allocated to build up cash values. So it is a good kind of insurance because it will be gives you protections, savings, and other factors that will benefit you for whole life. And the advantages is it offers permanent protection for full life or 100 years. So that's a good factor for if you are looking for a good life insurance. It is flexible in terms of payments of premiums. So you can also use this insurance if you want to pay something or if you want to buy something. It deals fixed premium. It usually comes with additional features and living benefits. So you can use it. You can also use it when the holder is existing or deceased. So the disadvantages, it requires higher premium. So upon all the good factors that the whole life gives to us, it will require a higher premium. It is difficult to understand due to the complexity. So you need to learn all about the articles, rules, do's and don'ts in this kind of life insurance. Moving forward for the fourth type, which is the variable universal life. The characteristic is it serves as both life protection and investment vehicle in one package. So it is a good factor of a life insurance also, because you will invest also, and you can get a protection. You can get life protection and an investment in one package. A portion of the premium is allocated into various investment vehicles for the purposes of wealth creation. The contract earnings are based on the performance of selected investment. So this one is only variable to the investment that covers VUL. So for the advantages, it takes dual purposes, life insurance plus investment. That is what we're talking about, the good factor of a life insurance. You're not only having a protection for life, but you also get a chance to invest to your own. It has no maturity age. That's a good thing. And the cash value is payable along with the assured sum. So that component is not limited to face value. That's a good thing also. At the peaks, liquidity, I'm sorry, liquidity, wherein funds can be accessed in time of need and can serve as emergency funds. So for some other life insurance, you cannot easily get the money out of the life insurance, but this one offers that you can use an emergency fund so that if any bad thing happen, you can get money so that you can use it to the emergencies. So for the disadvantages, cash values are divided or not guaranteed. So it's not even though they give us a chance to get the emergency fund, but the cash values are divided are not guaranteed. So it also a disadvantage the base amount of the debt. Benefit are dependent on investment performance. So if you are not good at investor, excuse me, you cannot you cannot easily have the factors or the good services of this kind of insurance. Excuse me. It includes various investment and fees. So that's the disadvantages. In the other life insurance, there is no fees. Some of them are free, but this one includes a various of life fees. So that's the overview of the type of life insurance for these four types, which is endowment, term, whole life, and variable universal life, which is VUL. So that's the overview for this one. Thank you.
Good day to everyone. I'm Mary Grace Amores for the continuation of this report about financial stability. What does it mean? Teachers also aim to become financially stable, if not today, maybe in the future. Usually, even though not the teachers or the other individuals, they want having a financial fund or financial stable for the future. So some people having a savings in a different kind, like for example, emergency savings or the savings that may use for the future. And second bullet, financial stability is not about being rich, but rather more of a mindset that is living with a life without worrying about how to pay the next bill and becoming stress-free about money while focusing energy on other parts of life. We highlight this, the word of without worrying about how to pay the next bill. Having a financial plan to pay your different necessities in your life and having a savings or having an emergency fund and also having the different income source in your life, it makes your life financial stable, diba? This is the definitions of financial stability. Okay, for the next slide, these are the 10 strategies in reaching financial stability. Number 1, make savings automatical. Usually, having a automatical, diba? Just for example here is you have a job and also you have an ATM. Whenever you get your salary, they have a auto credit to your ATM in your salary that may be transferred in the other bank. This may auto machine that will save to your different accounts. Number 2, control your impulsive spending. Usually as a person, when you are going to the mall and having a different sales like payday sales or different sales in mall like 50% off, something like that, it makes you have a impulsive spending, diba? To control this, knowing your needs and what is your priority in your in your budget, diba? Having a financial budget. This makes your control your impulsive spending. And number 3, evaluate your expenses and life frugality. Diba? You need to have a pen and a paper to list down your different expenses in a month or in a week or usually in a day. Or you need to have a logbook to put your different expenses daily. Yan, daily, weekly, or monthly. And also, you need to avoid some leaves of frugality, like panloloko ng iba, something like that. And determine necessary and eliminate unnecessary. This will help you to have a financial stability. Buy your needs and think of it if you want to buy some wants. Yun lang siya. Needs and wants. Eliminate unnecessary and determine your necessary. And for the number 4, invest in your future for retirement. Usually, one of the example here is the insurance like ProLife, Sun Life, or Manulife, and other insurance. Or most of the people, they want to save in Pag-ibig MP2. Just for example, you have a savings within 5 years, then after 5 years, you can withdraw your fund in that government and you may enjoy. These are the example of invest in your future retirement. Or some example here is for the SSS beneficiary. Diba? If we have working, and also it will help us while we have a maturity date or maturity age, we will get a pension. Yan. And also, number 5, keep your family secure, keep emergency fund. That's the best practice for every family or every person. Having an emergency fund, have a stress-free and worrying-free for your emergency needs, something. Not also for the emergency, and also for the different needs that you have on extra budgets. Yan. And also, just for example, like birthday, diba? And number 6, eliminate and avoid debt. Having a savings fund or extra income, you may avoid your debt to other person. And also number 7, use an envelope system. Usually, if you are familiar to the Chinkintan, he may propose the envelope system, diba? In your envelope system, you organize your payment bills. Like for example, for first envelope, you may to put your paying your bills, paying your debts, and savings, emergency fund, and also paying your insurance. Yun. Using envelope system, your budgets flows in a right way. You have a guide, and also you watch your expenses if it is necessary or if it is unnecessary. And also number 8, pay bills immediately. Okay. Most of the time we have a due date, diba? Due date, like for example, paying your loans, paying your insurance, paying your bills. Yan. These are the different necessities in your life that you need to pay immediately to have a stress-free. Okay. Number 9, read about personal finances. Having a personal finances, you may determine your financial budget. What is the accumulated budget for a month, or what is the accumulated budget for a week, and also what is your needs to buy, and what's the things you need to priority. And number 10 is look to grow your net worth, diba? Usually, one of the example here is investing. Investing like in a product that you maybe sell in a trading. And other example here is your income basis. There are different income, salary. And other example here is the investment in different insurance company. But before you proceed this or enter in this insurance, you need to study, and you need to study if you are really serious to enter in that kind of insurance. You need to study first before you join, diba? And also grow your network. One of the example here is the GNPES. Some people will invest in GNPES at 50 pesos and they will experience to trade. It depends upon the market, and it depends upon the people who will trade, or who will how to make grow their network. What is the network? Before they tackle, some of my teammates will tackle about the network. It is your income, or it is your financial, it is your money that you had that you may use for your futures, and if you have a savings, emergency fund, and also house and lot, and different net worth, it may count you, diba? And also, for example, as a teacher, if you have a savings, it will look to your grow if your savings will make grow, and you will invest to different kinds to grow your savings. These are the signs of being financially stable. According to Rose, 2019 presents some signs of financially stable person. Number 1 sign, you never overdraw your checking account. Overdraw is withdrawing, with more withdraw in your bank account. And number 2, you don't lose sleep over finances, diba? Number 3, you use credit cards for convenience and rewards, but never out of necessity. Using your credit cards for your needs while you are shopping at your own convenience, diba? And rewards, but never out of your necessity. Number 4, you don't worry about losing your job. That's the best factor. You have no worrying to lose your job. And number 5, you pay your bills ahead of time. About paying your different necessities or different bills before due date, diba? That's the best practice. And that's the best sign you have having a financial stable. And number 6 is people ask your opinion about financial matters, and you inspire them. Having a different source of income, some people ask how you manage your financial and how you manage your budgets, diba? And how to be more financially stable. Number 7, you're generally happy with your financial situation. Having a happiness in your life, that you have a stress-free or living without worrying to pay your different needs, it will make your financially stable. This is the different signs. And for number 8, you finance your cars over 5 years or less if you take loans at all. Diba? Having no worrying, haven't worrying to payment, loans, or finance your cars, it will make you financially stable. And number 9 sign, you contribute more for your retirement. You may be saving for your futures, diba? And number 10, you don't feel guilty when you're out for special occasion. You are joining in the different occasions and you prepared for a budgets for enjoy that kind of occasions. And also, these are the 10 signs of being financially stable. Okay, so if you feel like this, I think you'll have a signs of financially stable. And the other signs is, according to Rose, number 11, you can afford to buy the things you really want. Diba? Before, we talked about what is the basic needs that we need to buy. And now, you may buy what you really want. Diba? If you want a car, if you want a house, if you want to pay the different wants in your life, you may pay. Diba? You may buy. And number 11, recreational spending doesn't appeal to you. Diba? And usually, number 13, you're a natural saver. As a person, you save naturally, diba, in your bank account. You may be priority to save, and save more, pa more. Save pa more, diba? And number 14, you're generous with money when it comes to charity to help others. Donations to other foundations, diba? Giving donations to different constitutions. And number 15, you're confident about your future, diba? You're confident that you have a financially stable. When you are in a maturity date, you have a savings for your futures, and you have stress-free and not worrying about your futures because you have a savings, emergency fund, and other different source of income. Or if you have a business that have a passive income to your life. And number 16, your net worth grows significantly from year to year. O, diba? Usually, if you have a business, diba, you watch the digits that may income, that may be passive income to your savings, diba? It will having a increase your income in different ways, year to year or year by year. And also, you have substantial equity in your home, diba? You pay your different needs, budgets, and foods, and different kinds of necessity. And number 18, you consistently live beneath your means, diba? You may live what you want, diba? What you are, enjoy your life. Enjoy and live your lives, diba? And number 19, you could survive for months without a paycheck, diba? You are not worrying about your paycheck. You are not worrying about your salary, and usually you have a different incomes that will serve you and provide your needs, diba? And number 20 is you feel in control of your finances and never dominated by them, diba? You have a lot of controls to your different finances. And that's the 20 financial signs that may be signs of being financially stable. Okay? Moving on, for For the next slide, integrating financial literacy into curriculum. Why we need to integrate this financial literacy to our curriculum? First bullet, financial education in school should be part of a collaborative, diba? National strategy to ensure relevance and long-term sustainability. We need to our students to have a authenticity learning and having a collaborative strategies, diba? To how to be more financial stable or having a financial literacy, we can live or we have a guide to live how to use our budgets or how to be more financial stable or where we need to invest our money to make grow. And according to Barry 2013, according to Barry 2019, administrators and professors needs to develop a curriculum that would provide the students insights on having the value of financial literacy, including the effect it can bring them, diba? Having a financial to the value of financial literacy. That's the best highlights for this Barry, diba? We need to be more practice and we need to have a financial literacy to having a planning, budget, investing in the different kinds, diba, of our activities in our life. And third bullet is financial education should ideally be core part of the school curriculum. It can be integrated into other subjects like mathematics, economics, social studies, technology, and home economics, values education, and others. Integrating financial literacy will help to the students have a authenticity learning that may use for their lifelong learning for the future, diba? And other slide, financial education can give a range of real-life context across range of subjects, diba? They teach us, curriculum teach how they manage their financially and how to be more budget, how to make a good budget in a real life. And also it will help to the students to be more practically budget. And another bullet, teachers should be aware of the importance of financial literacy and relevant pedagogical methods, and they should receive continuous support to teach it or integrate in their lessons. More so, there should be easily accessible objectives, high quality and effective learning tools, and pedagogical resources available to school and teachers that are appropriate to the level of study. Students' progress should also be assessed through various high impact. And that's for the financial literacy in the curriculum. That's all for our report. I hope that you got learning to our reports. Okay, thank you for your listening and God bless.